Justin, it's time for the wrestling show. Take a very cynical look back at representing the WWE and live from the Enterprise Center in St. Louis, Missouri. It's Monday Night Hurrah! Air date February the 5th, 2024. This episode is the road to the Elimination Chamber. So, let's go in.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Lip really loves wrestling. He likes to talk about it. If you like to watch wrestling like he do, come and join us on the wrestling show. On the wrestling show. On the wrestling show. Baby.
Welcome to the Wrestling Show. I'm your most fickle host, Lip Hazlewood, and this is a very cynical look back at the latest episode of Monday Night Raw. But before we get started into the show, just a quick shout out to the non-competitors. That's right. They are the glue that holds the building together and keeping you up to date. What's going on, really? So now, first and foremost, we've got our general manager. And it's Adam Pearce, baby. Next, getting all the pre-match interviews and all the backstage scoops. They are a team of Jackie Redmond and Kathy Kelly. And of course, heading into the ring, we've got the officials, the referees of the night. I believe they are the team of Chad Patton, Danilo Anfibio, Daphne LeSean, Eddie Orengo, Rod Zapta, and Sean Bennett. And of course, letting everybody know who is about to fight and the results of such matches. It's Samantha Irving. And of course, lest we forget, it's the commentating crew, the play-by-play guys, the hosts, and I call them the narrators of the whole damn show. They are the team of the longtime veteran of well over 25 years, Michael Cole, and the very enthusiastic, Pat McAfee. So now, without any further ado, let's get started with the big show. And we start big. We start really big, to tell you the truth. It's with some Seth Rollins. Your world champion starts off the show. Now, there's like a war of words going on now about, who's the better champione? Who's the better champione? Seth Rollins or Roman Reigns? And they both have choice words to say about each other, but it's not about that. It's about what's going on now. So it's about, now, last week, Seth Rollins asked Cody Rhodes before he made a decision, he should consider, instead of choosing Roman Reigns to fight for the championship to cash in his opportunity for Roman Reigns, he suggested he fight Seth Rollins last Monday. However, Friday, Cody Rhodes chose Roman Reigns. So today it's answers and whatnot. So Seth Rollins out there, and he calls out the one and only. That's right.
Wrestling has more than one royal family.
Haven't noticed it is one of the greatest musics out there. Cody Rhodes, baby. And he takes his time. Into the ring. But we all love it.
I got a rumbling in my bowels, and I think I'm gonna blow. There's a bathroom stall, I'm finally here. The toilet's there, I'm about to blow. I ate 5 tacos before the show. Shut the door and I sit down on the throne. Oh, whoa, I was never party trained when I was younger. My father was never there. till today, don't have to do lingerie. I told my mother, and if he was here today, I would proudly say, I would have told my father, I'm a big boy now. Don't need no diapers now. Don't need to buy any more depends. I got my freedom. I got it.
Oh, damn. I love that music so much. I can hear that all day long. So it's Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes comes out there, and basically it's, world champion Seth Rollins, Missouri, what do you want to talk about? It's basically Seth Rollins. It comes down to one thing. Apparently, somehow, Cody Rhodes became the man to beat. He became the man to beat to be the man. I'm not sure how that happened, but apparently Seth Rollins needs to fight Cody Rhodes. He needs to prove himself. In order to do that, he needs to beat Cody Rhodes, and that's why that's all about. It's like, what? What? So that's weird, So while they're talking such nonsense, I'm calling it nonsense. That's right. Though it's not nonsense. It is what it is. So Seth Rollins is... Okay, so anyways. So coming down to the ring, breaking this whole thing up, it is Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre comes down there, and like everybody, he's kind of confused. He's a little bit confused what's going on here. And he's trying to get Cody Rhodes. Cody, you've got to finish your story. 2 years in the making. And he said, you've got to fight Roman Reigns. While he's talking about that, he's talking a big talk about, why Cody Rhodes should finish his story with Roman Reigns. Seth Rollins chimes in. It's like, you know what? Even if that happens, I already beat you twice. So you're not getting a chance at this belt. You're not getting the rematch, a rematch, because that's a third time the charm. Sorry. So Drew McIntyre, he's cutting the whiffs out, the quiffs. Talking about, you call yourself the workhorse of the WWE, Seth Rollins. But when a workhorse gets injured, it gets shot in the face. And then slapped in the face. A workhorse gets shot. You would have been shot a long time ago. Well, so I was like, oh, that's some hurting stuff. Anyways, like, you did an amazing job carrying the championship, but time for Drew McIntyre. But yeah, nothing going good. And then I guess it gets pretty bad because Drew McIntyre, he's talked about putting out CM Punk, and he's got a T-shirt, a commemorative T-shirt about putting CM Punk out of WrestleMania. For sure thing, So here's the thing. After he gets face to face with Seth Rollins and gives him the old Glasgow kiss. The Glasgow kiss. And if you're not aware what the Glasgow kiss, it is a headbutt to the face. A headbutt to the face. A noggin knocker, if I would say so myself. And after that, it's, Drew, Seth Rollins goes down, and it's, Cody Rhodes comes to the help of Seth Rollins, beats up some Drew McIntyre, knocks him outside the ring there, and, next time, I'll get you too. Didn't say that. But anyways, we go on to our very first of the match of the night. This is the second part of the Fatal 4-Way. Now, there's Friday was the first Fatal 4-Way, a Tag Team Championship qualifier. This is the Monday Night Raw's Fatal 4-Way Tag Team Championship qualifier. Next week, they'll fight the winner of SmackDown's qualifier on SmackDown this week. So last week it was the team of Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne. They won. So whoever wins this will fight them on SmackDown. And who's in this one here? Why, it's the New Day. Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods versus DIYs Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, a.k.a. the Spirit Squad 2.0. I call them Spirit Squad 2.0. No one else does. Anyways, versus the Imperium, Giovanni Vinci and Ludwig Kaiser versus the Creed Brothers now. The Creed Brothers. And I guess Diamond Mine is out. The Creed Brothers are in. I don't know. They weren't called. Anyway, regardless, they weren't called the Diamond Mine. Regardless, it is the Brutus Creed and the Julius Creed. This match here was straight up. It was confusing. I think no one really knew what was happening. It was a wrestling stunt show for sure. A wrestling stunt show. Almost 15 minutes of wrestling stunt show. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. It's like literally like it's almost like one of those. Have you ever seen one of those go to a theme park and they have like the pirate ship a play and they're all on a pirate ship and they're taking bumps off the old bow and going into the water. Oh, this is like big fun because tag ropes really don't matter. Now, even though there are a couple of tag teams in here where their lifeblood is a tag ropes, so a lot of teams do use tag ropes. But Johnny Gargano, he just doesn't give two farts. Does not give two farts. That's right. That's what I said. Now, it gets hilarious, too. It gets hilarious because in this match here, we got ourselves, when it started really falling off the hinges, it's when, Julius Creed, for no apparent reason, just walks into the ring there and starts fighting like he got tagged in. There's no tag. This is the first time a Creed brother got into the ring. Yeah, first time he's fighting, but he wasn't tagged in. He's not legally tagged in. And then Brutus Creed does the same thing. He gets in there. I'm getting in too. And Bruce tags, Johnny Gargano. It's ridiculous. It's right out ridiculous. Referee had zero control of this match. It was a fiasco, to say the least. And another thing, DIY, or I should say the Spirit Squad, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, they cleared the ring out there. It's a big fiasco, and they did the old Barry Horowitz jobber thing. Now when Barry Horowitz did it, the old pat yourself on the back thing. The whole thing is with Barry Horowitz, no one was there to do it for him. So if no one's going to tap yourself on the back, pat you on the back, you do it yourself. But they got each other. I think it would be hilarious if they turned one side and then, I scratch your back, you scratch mine, or, back massage thing. You one turns your back, does massage, and they both turn around and they reverse the favor. They should do that the same thing. They're both sitting next to each other. They turn to the left, and one taps the other guy on the back. Tap, 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 tap. Good for you, Tommaso. You did a good job. And then turn to the right, and then tap, 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 tap. You did a good job, Johnny. Keep up the good work. And then it's like, yes! DIY! Okay, enough of that, Brant. It's taking way too long with this episode. So, moving on. Now, everybody's involved with this now. Most of them are outside there, and we got ourselves Xavier Woods and Tommaso Ciampa. They take it to the top rope, waiting. They're all waiting patiently for the big spot to happen. It's like, oh boy. It's like, boy, this is going to be safe. They're all waiting for, looks like it's a big air raid crash. Tommaso Ciampa gets Xavier Woods off the top rope. It drops out into the big crowd of people waiting to catch them all. It's like a Pokemon. You got to catch them all. Okay. So now in here we got stuff even gets funner too. It gets funner if that's a real word. It's got to be. Anyways, so it's Brutus Creed getting the old ankle lock onto Giovanni Vinci. And then it's Brutus Creed or Julius Creed inside the ring there, guarding off everybody, fighting everybody off. Throwing everybody off, but it doesn't work. Eventually, the match goes on. The match does go on. And the fight goes outside again. Everybody's outside the ring. It's a good thing it's a ridiculous match. There's so many things with this multi-tags here. When people can blind tag themselves in all the time. It's when someone like Ludwig Kaiser, he gets someone inside the ropes there. He hits those ropes for the basement dropkick for the upside down competitor. He could have easily got tagged out before he does a move. These matches with multi-tag teams, you can tag anybody in or out. It is a fiasco every single time. It takes, it's just like this match here. Everybody was really confused, and it doesn't help anything when the referee's confused about everything. So who's in the ring, who's legal, who's not legal, doesn't even matter anymore. Does it even matter? I'd say, not really. Not at all, I don't think. So anyways. We move on now. So they go outside the ring there. Brutus Creed, everybody's outside. Really, almost everybody's outside. Brutus Creed gets to the top rope with a massive Brutus ball. That's right, decided he'd stop doing that, but no, he had a lot of people catching him, so it was a nice looking Brutus ball. So they carry on. They go inside the ring here, and this is going to wrap things up. The final sequence. It's the Creed brothers. Julius Creed gets up Giovanni Vinci up on his shoulders for electric chair drop. Then Brutus Creed climbs up the top rope where he's blind tagged, slapped in the ass. Now here's the thing. Brutus Creed's climbing from the outside going in. He's climbing to the top rope. He's not really legal yet. I think you've got to be inside the ring to get tagged out. You can't. Two people can't be outside to tag themselves, can they? Anyways, illegal or not, they consider it a real tag. So Brutus is tagged out, but yet he finishes his Brutus ball, which is the most ridiculous thing. It's all show. So Brutus Creed just basically bounces. He just bounces against Giovanni. Giovanni finishes getting electric chair drop by Julius Creed, and Brutus Creed falls to the side, and nothing. That's it. Well, regardless, that's my bitching about that. Moving on, does the Brutus ball. After that, forget about it. Forget about it. It's what's that? Tommaso Ciampa. He jumps in the ring there because he's now the legal man. He gives a big swift knee lift to Brutus Creed. Brutus, he flops out there, and then it's Johnny Gargano with the stupid kick, with his super kick. He knocks out Julius Creed out the ring there, and it's 2-on-1 against Giovanni Vinci, and then with the meat in the middle, a double kicky poo to the face, and then this is where no one really knows what's going on. Johnny Gargano thinks he's a legal man. He climbs on for the pin. Tommaso Ciampa pushes him off. The referee is like, whatever, I'm still counting. One, she starts counting when Johnny Gargano's taking the pin. And when, Tommaso Ciampa takes a pin after Johnny Gargano, the referee didn't restart the count, just continued the count. It's like, what's going on here? So as the referees continue to count, I'm not sure what Johnny Gargano was doing, pushing, Tommaso Ciampa's head down so he gets more pressure on his shoulders. I don't know. Or he's like, what are you doing? What did you push me off for? I'm going to push your head. Regardless. It is DIY with a big victory in this wicked, fun wrestling stunt show. In about 14 and a half solid minutes of fun. And speaking of fun, we got ourselves our next match of the night. This goes pretty much straight into it. It's an Elimination Chamber qualifying match. It is, the mom, Becky Lynch, looking as gaunt as ever. I always say Becky Lynch is looking skinnier and skinnier every time I see her. It's true. Versus, of course, Shayna Baszler. Now, this match here was not good. Not good. This was 12 and a half minutes. This was a barn burner of what's going on. What's going on? Now, Shayna Baszler, she used to be a killer in the NXT, but ever since going to the main roster, Raw, SmackDown, she's been doing nothing unless she's been a tag team. Becky Lynch, she's a real hustler. She hustles. You can tell with her wrestling. Every time she's doing moves, you can just hear her going, and for sure, and just a matter of time, Becky Lynch loves going off the top rope. It's just a matter of time. When is she going to do it? When? And she will. She won't let go down. She won't let you down. If you expect Becky Lynch to go off the top rope, she will not let you down. I promise you that. But this match here, why is it so bad? Why are you so critical on this match, yo? Well, I'll tell you in a second. But watching the match backstage, apparently, but I think if they're backstage watching the match on a TV set, I just automatically assume they're watching something that looks like a TV set, but it's actually a green screen with something superimposed on that during the showtime. And it is Zoe Stark watching her tag team partner get brutalized by Becky Lynch. Not only is Zoe Stark watching, in another area, it's, Liv Morgan. Check out that match too, So yeah, here we go. It gets funny here. gets interesting. Becky Lynch and Shayna Baszler, they take the fight outside the ring. Shayna Baszler ends up smashing, throwing Becky Lynch into the steps, steel steps, and then pushing her hand. Now there's these, on the steel steps, there are hand holds where you can pick up the steel steps itself. It's quite a large thing because a big hand's got to pick them up. So basically, this is where it gets weird. Shayna Baszler stuffs her hand inside the very large hole inside the steel steps, and then takes a couple of steps back. It's like now Becky Lynch is trying her best to keep it in there, but she pulls her hand out and holds it up there anyways. Becky Lynch has removed her hand from the whole steel step itself, and she kept it up there anyways because she knows there's supposed to be a bump. She's supposed to be taking it. This match's like, okay. Jeez, that's a bad. Whoever thought of this match? The mastermind, the architect of this match. Sorry, terrible. This whole day was very iffy itself. Anyways, Becky Lynch takes a stomp to the arm. Mm-hmm. And is this going to be a factor? Is this like, oh, now Shayna Baszler back to her ways? But no, this really meant nothing. Really meant nothing. She didn't really feel the pain. She was like holding her arm every now and then. Oh, Uzi, my arm. Didn't really matter. So they move on. Becky Lynch, of course, not disappointing anybody. She climbs to the top rope going absolutely horizontal. Just even going lower, managing going even lower than the top. When she jumps off top rope, she doesn't go up. She doesn't go straight out. She somehow just goes downwards with the drop kick, which is like, wow, hitting the rib cage, like the rib cage of Shayna Baszler. Is like, wow, that's the drop kick, folks. That's all, folks. Anyways, the match continues. Shayna Baszler, they a lot of back and forth. Shayna Baszler with the jumping knee to the face. Now it gets hilarious. Now Shayna Baszler, she's trying to, I guess, keep on working on the injured arms, the quote unquote injured arm of Becky Lynch. So she drags Becky Lynch to the ropes and pulls her arm over the ropes, and she tucks her fingers. She tucks Becky Lynch's fingers into her own pants, into Becky Lynch's own pants. I'm like, this is what is going. Becky Lynch, oh, my fingers are stuck in my underwear. What am I gonna do? It's like, oh my god, what is going on? And then Shayna Baszler goes to the rope. She's taking her time. It's like Becky Lynch is sitting there. It's like, what is going on? This match is absolute nonsense. So Shayna goes to the top rope. Becky Lynch meets her up there, and with a super duper second rope suplex, very mediocre, hits her with a mediocre suplex. Like, wow. Well, at least he was on the second rope. Can't commit to a top rope. Ooh, whatever. You know what? These things are painful. These things are painful to do. Top rope, even more painful. Anyways, this moves on. Now, Shayna Baszler, she goes for a move. She doesn't get to move here. She goes for another knee lift or whatever. And Becky Lynch swoops out of the way. This match ended really, really weird. She scoops out of the way, and then she gives the weakest manhandle slam. This one was a manhandle slam. It's like a, what's that? A flatliner. Her one looked like a flatliner. A half-assed flatliner. It's like, wow. That's going to finish it? Can't she just pick it up? It's like she's got no energy. It's like, yeah, when Shayna Baszler went for the flying knee, she had no energy. There was like no energy going into it. There was like they're both winded. Winded as hell, you can tell. They're gassed. This match was terrible. Shayna Baszler loses with the half-ass manhandle slam. 1, 2, 3, it's over. And thank goodness, too. This match could have at least been 5 minutes. 12 and a half minutes. This could have been at 5 minutes and let another match have some breathe. Have another match, breathe a little bit. Get more time. Because there's a couple of really short matches. Unfortunate. So now we go backstage. Kathy Kelly with Liv Morgan. And the question is, so how are things now that you're back in the WWE? And she talks about 1 year she's taken off. 1 year. So next week, she's looking for revenge. revenge on now next week. She's got a match. It's an Elimination Chamber qualifying match. Now she's fighting a Zoe Stark next week. Zoe Stark. And she's saying she wants revenge. Now, Zoe Stark is not the one who injured her. It was Dakota Kai. Knee to the face. Or knee, she had a flying knee. We're probably wrong. Clearly injured her out for a year. She's back for some revenge on the wrong person. But then again, she can't get revenge on Dakota Kai. She's just a translator right now. Regardless. Moving on. We go to backstage with in the office of Adam Pearce. And he's very upset with Drew McIntyre attacking people who are injured, who are not medically cleared, like CM Punk. And, Seth freaking Rollins. So he's like, well, if you look at your bank account, there'll be a couple of digits shorter because you've been fined. And if you wear that shirt, continue wearing that shirt, you'll be fined some more. And he's like, well, fine then. Fine. No, he didn't say that. But there was the whole thing about a lot of fines were issued for Drew McIntyre's misbehavior. So, and then with that, we got ourselves Rhea Ripley. Her music hits. And like, what's going on? So then Rhea Ripley goes to the ring there. She has a diatribe. She's really angry. She's mean, man. Right, crikey. I want Nia Jax right now. Right now. All my accents, they all start sounding the same. Some sort of weird Scottish Australian thing. Regardless, so she wants Nia Jax because Nia Jax has been owning her ass for weeks and weeks and weeks. Nia Jax has been owning Rhea Ripley's ass, and this is it. She wants some Nia Jax, so she calls her out. And then before that happens, it is Adam Pearce. He's out there. He's like, no. No. He's singing that too. He's backing that ass too. He's doing the whole number. He wasn't, but he doesn't think this should happen right yet. No, sirree. He wants to put a stop to it. Too sweet. But Nia Jax is too late. She shows up, and she comes down to the ring there. She wants a piece of Rhea Ripley. Adam Pearce, he gets out of the way. He gets out of the ring there, but eventually he thinks he should get back in the ring there. And as he tries to, he gets knocked off the ring by Nia Jax. She gets pushed into him. He goes, whoa, like a so. But inside the ring is what's going to happen with Nia Jax and Rhea Ripley. Why? Same as usual. Rhea Ripley tries her hardest, but at the end of the day, it is Rhea Ripley getting her ass stomped on. In this case, it is the Annihilator. I call the Annihilator, where it is the Yokozuna bomb, where she the bonsai drop. And she really got Rhea Ripley good. She really squashed right in the chest, right in the rib cage there. So yeah, but however, that's going to come to the good things because apparently there's going to be at the Elimination Chamber, there's going to be a World Championship match. It's Rhea Ripley defending her championship gold against Nia Jax. So yeah, this is going to be good or bad. You never know. It could go either way or no way. So we move on. We move on to our next match. It is a mixed tag team match, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Like all mixed tag team matches here, it's just a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. This one here, it's the Alpha Academy, representing the Alpha Academy. It is Maxine Dupree, MD. It's Akira Tozawa, the meme Akira Tozawa. Now, Akira Tozawa hasn't been doing any memey things these days. But anyways, he's still the meme. Versus the Viking Raiders. Representing them, it is, of course, Ivar and Valhalla. Valhalla, she is by far the curviest, the most curvaceous woman in all of Raw. I call her. She is a feral sexy. She's the most feral sexy lady in Raw. I like her a lot. Now, two positives in this match. One is Valhalla. She's there. Good to see Valhalla. Her makeup job's looking next level. Really good. Michael Cole's calling her a weirdo. Where is she wearing her antlers? Her antlers. She needs her antlers. They tell her about her antlers. Whatever. She doesn't need no damn antlers. She's a freaking Valhalla. Anyways. Now, two bright things in the match. One, obviously Valhalla. Second is Ivar. He's an incredible talent, and I think he should be taken a little bit more seriously because he can really throw down when he needs to. But this match here was fun. This whole day was weird. So this match here was so short. I was like, is it really that short? Was it really just about 2 minutes? Really about just 2 minutes? And it was. It really was. So as all mixed tag team matches, I've already talked long into this match it was. As all tag team matches is men versus men, women versus women. So one thing for sure that showed me that it is Maxine Dupree. She does not know her wrestling skills is so low. Maxine's wrestling skills are so low. Oh, how low is it? Is it Han Solo? Han Solo? No. Maxine Dupree's level is very, very bad, very bad. She should be really in the level up. If she's going to be anywhere, she should be in the level up if anywhere. Because level up is below NXT. So that's her level right now. Maybe in below level up. She should be training right there. Training. If she wants to do wrestling, she's got to put in the work. Maxine has not put in any work. She's putting a lot of work in the gym, I'm sure of it. She's super fit. But wrestling, no. I tell you why. This was a short match, but this short match told me everything. Now, they had a sequence in the ropes there. It is, Maxine Dupree is put on the ropes. And now this move here, Valhalla goes for the spear into the ropes. So she goes down for the spear. Maxine is supposed to kick up her feet, do the twist, and then do the, maestro roll, or the, the sunset flip. She's supposed to twist around, sunset flip, very easy, But no, my goodness, what a mess. Oh, she's like flopping around, and finally she gets a sunset flip. Oh, it's like, oh boy. Hoi vey. Eventually, Tozawa does tags himself in. He goes for a nice high cross body on, Ivar. He gets caught. Maxine goes to top rope. And throws a high cross on it. It's ridiculous. Next thing you know, Valhalla and Maxine are fighting outside the ring. They scuffle outside the ring. Maxine, I think, throws like a lariat there. They're all tumbled outside the ring. It was like, well, it's happening. While inside the ring, Tozawa, Ivar, they fight it out for a little bit. Ivar spinning heel kick, knocks the holy hell out of Tozawa. Should be over there. Ivar then goes to the top rope to do a massive move. Who knows? Looks like he was going for some sort of... It is a doom salt. The Ivar moonsault. Oh, incredible. The big man, he would destroy. Anyway, so he's going up there. And then Maxine, she gets up to the top there first. She gets up on the apron and puts on the sexy charms. Look at me. I'm Maxine Dupree. It's like, oh, you're nothing. And then it's, Valhalla. Most curvaceous woman, sexy feral Valhalla. She climbs up there and she turns around Maxine and she pops her up, gives her the old headbutt on the jaw, knocking her down. And then Tozawa tries to finish things off. He climbs up the ropes here, tries to give Ivar a massive sunset flip power bomb off the second rope, but it does not work this time. Ivar kicks him off, turns around, and then he ends up. Tozawa walks towards him. He gets picked up by the throat, right into a massive power slam position off the second rope. Tozawa is picked up, and Ivar off the second rope with a massive power slam off the second rope. That is it. It is over. Maxine Dupree and Tozawa with Alpha Academy are losers because Ivar and Valhalla get the big victory, the big V over the big A, the Alpha Academy. That's right. And looking fierce, it's Valhalla. Now, we all know Maxine, she's terrible at wrestling. Valhalla, she hasn't really proved herself at all. She really had. Now, this match here was not really a match at all. I would really like to see, I would like to see Valhalla with a serious fight, in a serious wrestling match. Something that maybe 5 minutes at least, 5 to 8 minutes. Valhalla versus somebody that would push her, Who knows? Who knows? So, moving on. We go backstage. It is weird. It is a Judgment Day. Minus Rhea Ripley. Finn Balor, Damian Priest, JD McDonough and Dominic Mysterio back there. And then it's the newest member. It is the comic relief, the totally delusional R-Truth. He goes on there, hey guys, I'm here. That initiation beating was even worse than the first one. But now that I'm in Judgment Day, blah, 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 blah. It's like just JD McDonough and Dominic Mysterio. They got to get ready for a match. JD's got to get ready for a match. Dominic Mysterio's got to be with him, you know. And then Finn Balor's like, I can't handle this any longer. I'm out of here. And it's those exact words. So Finn Balor's like leaves it alone. And then it's what's that? He leaves Damian Priest to deal with it. Deal with it. When I say it, it's R-Truth. And the way he deals with it is like, oh, well, whatever. Make yourself at home. I'm out of here. So then, I guess R-Truth makes himself at home and he sees there were a package of swag, t-shirts, one with the R-Truth on it. So he decides, I'm thinking, is now R-Truth is making cash hand over fist, thousands upon thousands of dollars, like thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, selling merchandise. It's like thinking, now, is this the way we're going to find out how R-Truth gets his money? How is he going to sell his merchandise? We never see. We never see anywhere where R-Truth is selling the merchandise. So finally, you get the merchandise. Maybe you get some proof if R-Truth actually selling some merchandise. Moving on. But I knew R-Truth was, Judgment Day. Judgment Day is so stiff. I mean, they all hate, Dominic Mysterio, but they need a comic relief. They need someone hilarious. They have someone funny. They need something stupid. They need somebody stupid. And they got one, apparently, now, officially. So, now, this match here. This next match, we got ourselves a pre-match interview. It is Jackie Redmond with The Miz. You know? We talk about, talk about R-Truth, JD McTeal, the post-match interview with the JD. So it's talk about R-Truth. Now, Miz is talking about, is R-Truth, he says the two words, it's either this or that. It's either crazy or genius. Crazy is not the thing. I don't think crazy is the word. Delusional, stupido, or a genius. I don't know. Calling R-Truth a genius. It's just great. It's just weird. Just weird. But anyways, it's weird. This whole thing's weird because now Miz is getting involved with the Judgment Day. Now he talks about the R-Truth's beatdown. Is it a beatdown or a declaration of war? War on who? R-Truth got beat down. R-Truth does not care if he got beat down or not by the Judgment Day. He wants to be part of Judgment Day. He is in Judgment Day. So when you're saying, R-Truth got beaten up by your Judgment Day, it's what's that? Declaration of war. Declaration of war. Declaration of war. You know? Time for it's like, who are you avenging? Who are you avenging, Miz? R-Truth is not unhappy. He is happy. Or so to speak, I don't know. It's ridiculous. Well, we move on. I'll just get off this little diatribe. So now the match is The Miz versus JD McDonough. This was about 10 minutes. This was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Now the wrestling is JD McDonough. He's a great wrestler. The Miz is he can put on a match. He knows how to put a match together. He's a good architect of wrestling. Does take many chances. They take a fight outside for a little bit. They fight outside for a little bit. And they fight for a good 40 seconds. Now, I've seen matches end in 25 seconds. 25 seconds, done. Over. Referee calls it. 40 seconds goes on. Ridiculous. That's when Miz throws it. Now, Miz takes Jay McDonough to task. He throws him over top of the timekeeper's area. Of course, Smith Irving in trouble, getting hit in the face with some feet. But anyways, he's Jay McDonough's thrown back inside the pulled outside the timekeeper's area with the suplex. Looks like Miz really hurt himself. Like, I'll meat bug this one. See that? That's Miz. That's vintage Miz. It's like, that's why I don't do that. Anyways, so Miz throws in JD McDonough, and then oh my goodness. It's Dominic Mysterio, who's at JD's side. He grabs onto the Miz's leg, making sure Miz is not getting in the ring, not following up with anything. And the referee's like, "Are you okay, JD? I'm looking at you right here. I hear you got a great recipe for haggis. Can I have it, please?" So instead of seeing what's going on with everything, he sees his damn recipe. So yes, Dominic Mysterio gets kicked off. And however, it is JD turns things around with a big knocking Miz off the apron. Whappo! Whappo. And then the R-Truth showing his guile and his selling techniques. So he comes in there with with a safety vest on, with Dominic Mysterio's bullets, those rubber bullet band, holding up a box of, I guess, Judgment Day swag shirts with R-Truth's name on it. And he starts doing his work. He starts throwing them into the crowd. "Here's a shirt. Here, I guess you owe me later. That's a $2,000. Here's a shirt. You owe me later. $2,000. Here's a shirt." It's like, are you thinking? If you think you're going to get $2,000 later, you can forget about it. He didn't say that, but he was just giving shirts away. It's like, how do you make thousands hand over fist by giving away swag? Just not done. Is this Columbia House Record Company? Anyways. With that, JD McDonald's, I guess he was on a run there, and then he sees R-Truth out there. He's like, oh, he gets distracted for some apparent reason. He does a moonsault, he gets caught in the face, and Miz turns things around with a vintage Miz. He puts his feet up, and then Miz takes these ideas. A vintage Miz by throwing JD on the corner there, and follows up with the lariat, where he sits down, he throws himself, sits down on the second rope there, and he throws the lariat. Oh, I'm a run sitting, regardless. A jump sits, regardless. It's a vintage Miz move. It is. I mean, it sounds stupid, but it's what he does. So the match goes on. Now Miz has this new sequence. It is hilarious. They've done it similar to this one before. Now Miz, he does this drop kick from inside the ring to outside the ring, a la Lyra Valkyria, where it's a missile drop kick, but you catch yourself before you fall outside the ring. So he hits Dominic Mysterio. He ends up sitting on the apron, and then while he's sitting up there, it is JD McDonough decides to get in on the action. He tries a headbutt. Apparently, he tries to headbutt Miz right in the balls. So Miz puts up his legs. JD McDonough's about to go face first into Miz's sack. Miz like, "Not today!" And then he gives him a hurricanrana. That's right. Hurricanrana's out of there. Now here's where it gets hilarious. R-Truth finds himself, works his way towards into the crowd, works his way to the front row, and then he smothers Dominic Mysterio. He gets a shirt and like a sack, he dumps it, puts a shirt over top of his head like a sack. And so now the Dominic's like, oh, he's like stuffed like sausage. Oh, my arms, I can't move. So then it's like, then Miz takes full advantage with a massive big pump kick to the face. In your face, literally. Kicks him down, takes out Dominic Mysterio. He goes in the ring there. However, JD tries to take advantage, ends up getting a wicked-ass moonsault. Very pretty. I think one of the great moonsaults. JD McDonough. He is, when it comes down to it, JD McDonough is a wrestler. There ain't nothing JD McDonough can't do in the ring. JD McDonough's got the great wrestling and great mic skills. And in Judgment Day, JD's been doing nothing. He's being held back a lot. He's, I mean, it's great to have R-Truth in Judgment Day, because now R-Truth is the comic relief of Judgment Day, the official comic relief. JD, he's championship material, and at this rate, JD will not see a championship gold ever. Ever, is as part of Judgment Day. He needs to do something. He needs to get out of Judgment Day. I don't know. Something's got to happen. JD's got to JD can move mountains if he needs to, but JD's doing nothing. He's stagnating, and he's falling. JD's great. This match doesn't show anything. So JD McDonough does a great moonsault. And then it comes down to this. R-Truth pops up on the ring apron, and apparently he's made some serious cash selling free t-shirts. So he pulls out a wad of cash. Fresh bills. You think if he's getting cash from everybody, they'll be all crumpled up in a shitty pile in a big wad of big pile of bills. But no, these are crisp bills, each one of them. It's like, whatever, it's so nonsense. Such nonsense, it's got to stop. And JD's like, oh, cash, I love cash. I love the money. So he goes up and grabs the money and starts stuffing it in his pants, tries to stuff it in his pants. And he gets turned around by the Miz and gives him one skull-crushing finale later. The money goes flying. JD McDonough gets flying down the floor with his face, and he loses. 1, 2, 3, it's over. Then after the match, Miz going to the Gorilla down at the entrance ramp. He's met with R-Truth, where I guess, is it true? Is the awful truth back together? Who knows? The unfortunate truth, I hear. Isn't that their name? The unfortunate truth, the awful truth? It is. I'll just leave it at that. So now we go backstage. And it's with the Imperium, Giovanni Vinci and Ludwig Kaiser. Now they want, they're setting something big. An appreciation night for their main man, the Intercontinental Champion Gunther. Appreciation night. And they want this to go without a hitch. And they want Adam Pearce to make it so. So while he's deciding, don't worry, nothing will happen there, then Braun Breaker, as promised, he shows up for this. He wants to see what's going on about his contract. What does Adam Pearce have to offer Braun Breaker that, I don't know, let's say Nick Aldis couldn't offer on SmackDown. So now we move on to the big event. It is the celebration of the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time. Celebrating over 600 days as Intercontinental Champion. It's Gunther. Being inside the ring, it's Giovanni Vinci. And announcing this whole thing, it's Ludwig Kaiser. Now, it is all about, Gunther. His mic skills. They're great. Gunther has great mic skills. Forget about it. He's great. Mic skills are great. His wrestling is great. Gunther, it's now he's already made history. He's the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time. I think Gunther can be a great representative of the company itself, being the world champion. Somebody's got, like, who knows? Maybe Gunther's got 1,000 days, 2,000 days as champion. Maybe he's going to make like Bruno Sammartino records. But let's hope he starts fighting. He's a fighting champion and not like a Roman Reigns, where he fights every 2 months, maybe less. It's ridiculous. Anyways, so it comes down to this. Who is worthy of challenging Gunther? Who? So it comes down to it's, I love cheese mousse with my French bread cheese mousse, with my French bread cheese mousse, with my French bread. When I fill my belly up, I think I'll just go to bed. It is Jey Uso with his super catchy song. I love that. Cheese mousse is so delicious. So he comes down to the ring there, and so it's who wants this match? So give me an oos. Give me a give me a yeet. Let me give me a yeet. Copyright permitted, of course. If you want Jay to win this match. Anyway, so everybody's all Pat McAfee's up there. I like cheese mousse. Putting their arms up and down there. And Gunther, first thing he says is, and that simple gesture is for a simple audience. It's like, wow, that's a right cut to the core of things. So yeah, it's all about this huge match. Can Jey Uso put a stop? Can Jey Uso have his first individual title be the IC title? Or will Gunther make huge progress and continue to be a champion for another 1,000 days, 2,000 days? But Gunther did complain about, we will no longer have ceremonies like this. This will carry on forever. This is not important. So anyways. So Gunther, he doesn't like Jey Uso a lot. Because Jey Uso is ain't backing down on Gunther. And Gunther takes it and gives Jey Uso a shoulder tackle. Jey Uso backs up a little bit and they scuffle a little bit. They start scuffling after the shoulder tackle. And it's 3-on-1. Gunther has Giovanni Vinci and Ludwig Kaiser. They start beating up some, Jey Uso. And then that's when the New Day, Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods runs to the help, clear the ring out, and that's right. We can probably see a 6-man tag happening next week, maybe. Could it be at what's that? The Elimination Chamber as well? Who knows? But moving on. We go and we have a vignette with Shinsuke Nakamura with one final time. He's going to have a fight with Cody Rhodes in a cattle strap match. The bull strap match with the kettlebell attached to it. So, I guess, what does this mean? Will Shinsuke Nakamura win this? Because Cody Rhodes, win or lose, everybody wants to fight Cody Rhodes. Roman Reigns wants Cody Rhodes fighting Roman Reigns. Seth Rollins wants Cody Rhodes fighting Seth Rollins. And Shinsuke, now, if he wins, is there any chance of Shinsuke winning? I would say no. Now, with the future of Shinsuke losing this match, what's for Shinsuke? He's just getting that much further away from the World Championship gold. He was so close. He was in a title match, championship match. Blown, baby, blown. And ever since that one touch of gold, he's just further and further away from that gold. It is sad. Anyways, so those are big questions to be answered and answered in due time. So right now we got ourselves a massive tag team championship match in the women's tag team division. It is, of course, your defending and your reigning and defending champions. They are representing the Damage Control. It's the Kabuki Warriors of Asuka and Kari Sane versus, of course, Katana Shouts and Kaden Carter. Now this one here was good. Was a fun match. It was about 10 minutes long. I couldn't believe 10 minutes. 10 minutes of wrestling. A lot of back and forth, but here we go. What happened in the match? Now watching the match. Watching backstage, it is, I would say, the entire women's tag team division, the rest of them in the Raw women's tag team division, the whole thing. They are the team of your former champion, Chelsea Green, with Piper Niven. Once upon a time, they were the Way. It is Candice LeRae of the Way and Indy Hartwell. And your Hot and Cold, I don't know, Friends or a Friend of Me team. I'm not sure what's going on with them. It's Tegan Knox and Natalya Bret Hart. Watching what's going on in this match. Who wants? I'm not sure why they're watching, but regardless, they're watching contently. Now I can only imagine. Are they really watching this thing here? Because I always think when they're watching backstage on the screen, this screen is not a screen at all, but a green screen that looks like a TV set. Watching something there. Regardless. So this match goes on. Eventually, the Kabuki Warriors of Asuka and Kari Sane, they have their version of DIYs meet in the middle. With instead of they're both basically inziguris, big kicks to the face of what's that? Well, regardless, they try to take her down. Doesn't really matter. It doesn't work. Now later on, I found this crazy. This match was very insane. It showed me something that these two teams here, it really mattered. Tag ropes really did matter. They went out of the way to grab the tag ropes when they're tagging in and out. I was impressed because usually they just don't give a darn. They just don't give a toot. I think they should initiate some sort of new rule about tag ropes, or some sort of tag, tag system, new tag system in the WWE, something that makes sense. It's foolproof. Anyways, the tag's made. And we got ourselves our end sequence that starts. Now, it is a double team move. Chance and Carter set up for the massive, the after party. The after party is the, Katana Chance, or Kaden Carter with the neck breaker. Katana Chance off the top rope with the 450 splash. However, that does not work because it's Kari Sane breaking the pin. And Kari Sane gets thrown outside the ring there. And then it's another finisher. They try to do the old after party, or the cake stand, I say. The cake stand. They try to do the cake stand, which is basically Katana Chance doing a handstand on top of Kaden Carter. And then they turn around and do a splash. But it is, instead, before that can happen, it is Kari Sane grabbing the leg of Kaden Carter. Then pulling her outside of the ring, throwing her headfirst into the steel steps, knocking her out cold, just like so. Like that. And inside the ring, it's Katana Chance getting her arse kicked by Asuka. Big old kick, spin kick to the face. And then sets her up. Now, I believe, now this is a tandem move. I do believe Asuka's part in this whole tandem move is absolutely pointless. So, it looks like, what will it look like? Asuka setting up, she tags out to Kari Sane. So Kari sets up for her massive insane elbow off the top rope. Beautiful move. Asuka, her part in this whole thing is what it looks like, what it could be. What it could be looks. No, first of all, she sets up Katana Chance in the looks like a inverted DDT. Now this could be easily be inverted DDT, finished off as an inverted DDT. The first time they did it, it looked like it was going to be, but it wasn't. So what it ends up is she holds her up, and basically when Kari Sane drops her insane elbow, Asuka just releases Katana Chance. Like, that's it? You're just going to release her? Wow. Why are you even in the ring? So yeah, after that, it is after about 10 minutes of fighting, it is Damage Control's Kabuki Warriors retain their gold. Katana Chance, Kaden Carter, teeny tiny. These girls, a lot of heart, but they weigh about 200 pounds in total. And soaking wet. It's ridiculous. Anyways, enough said about that. Moving on, we go, I guess, with the pre-recorded vignette, a pre-recorded interview with Jackie Redmond and Sami Zayn. And Jackie talks about Drew McIntyre. But Sami Zayn reminisces on other stuff. Completely forgets about the question. Talks about his shortcomings and his shortcoming with Roman Reigns. And he talks about what, Triple H. Triple H once called me the, what's that? The Rocky of wrestling. I'm the underdog. I think in any other federation, Sami Zayn would have been world champion by now. He'd been world champion over, multi-time champion by now. But somehow, the WWE does have a glass ceiling for a lot of wrestlers like that. In the men's division, good luck Japanese wrestlers getting a world championship in the WWE. A lot of wrestlers have a glass ceiling. A lot of wrestlers have somehow they've got this certain I don't know what it is in their championship material right up there, but some people just can never ever become champions. And Sami Zayn might be one of them. One of the great wrestlers out there. Great mind. Although Sami Zayn now looks like I don't do any working out at all. I'm a bum. I don't work out. Although I look just as big as Sami Zayn. That's weird. Anyways, the size matter sometimes. Okay, moving on. We go to our main event match. It is a bull rope match with a cowbell. Now, this bull rope is no other ordinary bull rope. It is a 14-inch bull rope with a cowbell in the middle. Now, this bull rope was used by Dusty Rhodes himself 50 years ago, over 50 years ago. So this bull rope has been away, and it's and it looked like it was over 50 years old. It was crusty. It was stiff. It looked just gross looking. Half of it was bull rope, and half of it was a strap. It was like, what the heck is that disgusting mess? So this match here, it was a lot of fun. About 13 and a half minutes. A lot of back and forth. In the beginning of the match, it seems like Shinsuke Nakamura wanted to leave. It's like, you can't leave. You're strapped in. What is going on? What is going on? So they fight outside there. Shinsuke Nakamura, they can take it backside right now after Shinsuke turns it around side there. They turn it back around. Cody Rhodes turns back around. A nice Cody cutter onto Shinsuke Nakamura. It goes on. Now Shinsuke turns around once more time. He tries to go for a Kinshasa. However, Cody Rhodes, like a great matadore, hole! Moves out of the way, gets behind him, tries to roll up Shinsuke. Shinsuke rolls through it, and then it is one pedigree later. They say most pets agree with the pedigree, but that's just me. I might be the only one that says that. So anyways, after that, the pedigree, they right after that, when they get up, it is, oh my goodness, it is a COVID spray. The Omicron mist, the red mist of Shinsuke just spits it right in the face of Cody Rhodes. But here's the thing. Cody just laughs it off. Ha ha ha! I've been vaccinated, fool! Vaccinated! So that spray in the eyes did not hurt him at all. Thank goodness for vaccinations. So I say that because right after he gets sprayed in the face, Cody Rhodes hits him with the crossroads. Whammo! But that doesn't do the job. Because Cody Rhodes goes for the pin. Now here's the funny thing with this pin. I don't know why the referee counted it. Because they were so close to the ropes. Not only was Shinsuke Nakamura's legs breaking the rope barrier. There's a rope break. So Shinsuke's leg was past the point of rope break. So the referee wouldn't have counted it there. Not just Shinsuke, but Cody Rhodes. Both of his legs are dangling outside the ring. That is a rope break as well. You can't pin someone when your legs are through the rope barrier. So it's ridiculous on a ref to even count it. But it doesn't matter. Shinsuke kicked out anyways. And then Shinsuke took the cowbell and started beating Cody upon the head with it. This cowbell, you can tell it weighed about maybe a couple of grams. It's got some very feather-like qualities to it. And then after that, Shinsuke thinks that Cody Rhodes is knocked out enough, so he goes for his Kinshasa. And this time, he goes for Kinshasa. He didn't miss it. Cody Rhodes blocks it. Not today! Block! Puts his hands up. No! The power of Dusty compels. Poopa! Blocks it. Shinsuke then has the weird mind sense of turning around and putting ropes between his legs. And then Cody Rhodes is like, idea! And he pulls the ropes really taut. And then not just once, but 2 times, Cody Rhodes pulls the ropes and Shinsuke gets crotched with his own hand and that rope. Oh, my crotch! After that, it's one crossroads later. Thumpa. And it's over. Cody Rhodes with a big victory over Shinsuke Nakamura. Shinsuke, yep, he had his glory moment. He had this moment to beat Seth freaking Rollins, but he lost. He lost to Seth Rollins, and ever since then, he went right down. He went down so far as to right down the Alpha Academy. He had to beat the Alpha Academy. So I guess Shinsuke Nakamura, he is, permanently settled into the mid-card position now after this main card match. It's a shame. It's a shame. Ain't that a shame? But hey, the day's not over. Not for Cody Rhodes anyways. It is Drew McIntyre. Not done. All pissed off. He comes and attacks Cody Rhodes and finishes off with one hell of a claymore. Right to the face. That's right. Looking down on, Cody Rhodes is Drew McIntyre. So this is going to be on Drew McIntyre versus Cody Rhodes. That's probably what's going to happen. Drew McIntyre versus Cody Rhodes. That's going to happen while Roman Reigns is focusing on The Rock. If you smell. Anyways, that does wrap it up for another episode of Monday Night Raw. But fear not for our podcast, listener. We'll be right back after this short break for some NXT. But, however, for our YouTube friend, that's it for this week. Being your host, Lip Hazlewood, joins us again next week for an all-new episode of All Wrestling Show. So, until then,